Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
What is going on, Suckies? I forgot my reverb isn't on. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello there. Hello there. What's up? Hello. Hi. How's it going? How's it going, my lovely, lovely sluggies, slug hoes, slug bees, slug buzz? How's it going? Are you having a good? Because I am. You know, it's been a pretty good one. It's been a pretty good one. Let me say hi. Let me say hi to the slugmans. I don't know what the fuck happened to the chat. Hello, Jacob. Welcome. Hello there. How you doing? Are you having a good one? Are you having a good un? What's it? Hello, Hobo Barbie. Oh, that's me. That's me. Hello, Candy Syndrome. Hello, Lonzy. Hello, Trevor. Hello, Bolt. Hello, Nat. Hello, Ben. Hello, Rage. And hello, me. Hello, Vapor. Hi, everyone. I hope you'll have a fantastic evening. Thank you, Vapor. I do appreciate that. Hope you have a great evening, too. A fantastic evening, even. Farts. Hell yeah. That's the funny shit. That's the good shit. Hello, CB. Wee. Hi. I don't know what the fuck is happening with chat. Chat just keeps breaking, and I don't know why. And Axel keeps trying to send me fixes, but I'm too lazy to deal with it. Squinting, is that Mimi? No, that's a sluggy. Superman's got a big sluggy fucking appendage, you know? Hello, Golden. His Baba Booey is out just like mine was today. Hell yeah. Wait, why was your Baba Booey out? I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing great, thank you. I just got back from seeing the Superman movie, and I want to talk about it. How about we jump into... Ah! Hi! Does this chat work? What about this chat? Okay, let's change him that music, though, because that music isn't as chill. Let's see. Where's my BGM? I think I want a more chill BGM that's a little bit easier to talk over. Okay, this should be easier. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, that's so loud. Fuck my asshole with a pipe. Jesus. Fuck my asshole with a radiator pipe. That was loud. I ripped my pants. Wait, I ripped my pants, but it's on my boo-boo-boo. No, you've got to get new pants, broski. You've got to get new pants. It's so easy to get new pants. Just get money. Sorry, that's a joke, I swear. But hello. Hello, CB. I think I already said hello, but hello, Axel. Hello, Golden. Hello, Command. I've heard this song so fucking much it's baked into my brain. Listen, if I'm commissioning a song in the future that's like my BGM, it'll be the same. It'll be the same for any song I play. Hello, Jovi. Hello there. How you doing? 2:23 a.m. My beloved. Yes, it's a nice simple name for a song. Also, funnily enough, I was born around a similar time. I was apparently born at 3:23 a.m. So like an hour ahead of that, but you know, kind of similar. Hello, Regin. I think I already said hi, but hello there. Hello, Plasma. Hello there. Hi. Again, hello, Jacob. Hello, Sam. Hello there. Just got home from work, so I'm doing great. Oh my god, yeah. Kick your shoes off, put your feet up, have a gay old time. I feel like I should have the Superman quiff for the stream. Superman wig. I should have a special Superman wig just for this stream. Because he's got like the black hair that's pulled back with the little quiff. Is there... Oh, man. Oh, no. You know, I could just have the S. Superman S. Hello, Ben! I think I already said hello, Ben. So apologies if I already said it. I have a bad memory. Also, I'm tired. I've been out for a while. I say a while, it was like 6 hours, I think. Superman queef? Oh, hell yeah. Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. That's hot. Don't be sorry for Superman queef. Okay. Let's see. You could always do the color key capture of the main chat thing again. No. It's all good now. It's all Gucci. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that idea. Superman logo. His super sperm would never fail to impregnate any egg. Yeah, like, you know, I said this to my friends because I went to the cinema with my friends and there was a trailer for the new Fantastic Four movie. And in the trailer for the new Fantastic Four movie, it shows that Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Girl have like a baby. And I whispered to my friends, like, I wonder what kind of baby an Invisible Girl and a Stretchy Man can make together. Like, what kind of superpower would that be? Or like, would it be a normal baby? Because it's not, I mean, their DNA is altered, right? But not their genetics. So I guess they wouldn't pass it down to a baby. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. All right. I'm gonna put this on my head. Fuck it, we're giving head tonight. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Jacob. You're very sweet. Oh, I need like a wait, let me do that real quick. Sound effect. Does this work? Yeah, that works. So whenever someone says something cute, I can just be like, "Aw, you're so cute." I watched yesterday with a friend, had a great time. Oh, nice. Yeah, honestly, like it wasn't bad. I think my main thing is just I'm really bad with like keeping up with plots, especially with superhero movies. Just in general, like I watch movies multiple times so that I can understand everything properly. And after the movie, my friends had to like explain things to me because I didn't even know that there was a war going on in the movie until like 75% of the way through the movie. Oh god, I can't download it. Let's see. Hello Nightbot, hi, how you doing? Hello Jovi, hello DJ, hi, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Wait, that wasn't a sound redeem? No, it wasn't. That was just, I just like to play with YouTube. I just like to play with sound effects. Thank you for the drown me. I definitely don't need all the water I can fucking get, because, all right, I don't have a notebook with me because I left so much shit at my old house. So I just brought a sticky notepad with me to the cinema and I wrote a ton of sticky notes. And I don't think I'm gonna necessarily go through those. I'm gonna save that for the video that I'm planning. Because it won't make sense if I just read out my notes to you right now. Because, for example, what my notes can say things like cute dog wag, or who are these people, for example. So it's not gonna make a lot of sense. The drown me was the one I meant though. Oh yeah, that is a redeem. Yeah. Also, yeah, thank you for the reminder, Axel. If you guys have a minute to donate to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. I'm currently trying to get some money for rent because my rent is due, and you know, I'm just doing my best to stream and do what I can to get monies for the month. But if not, and you just want to hang out and talk about the Superman movie, that is all Gucci. I just appreciate the support. Thank you. Yeah, it was a good time. I have a TLDR. So like when the movie ended, I wrote TLDR, good color grading, fun action, enjoyable and entertaining, 3 stars. I'm probably going to change that rating just because I was a little rushed because there was a guy like cleaning up the theater and he was staring at me while I was writing this. So I'm probably going to change that. But yeah, it was I can go over my notes actually because otherwise this is going to be a little bit confusing. Did they break the DC curse? I don't know what that means, to be honest, but so my friends told me, so this movie was directed by James Gunn, who's directed things like Guardians of the Galaxy. He made this weird movie about like alien slugs, which I'm sure you guys can oh, sorry, I forgot I still have the reverb on. Thank you for the reminder. I assume he means the curse of DC having shit movies. I have no idea. Yeah, Slither. That's it. Thank you, Command. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't know what the curse means, but something I did note was that I wrote in my notes. I guess Marvel fans are more dedicated than DC fans because the DC fans are leaving the cinema after the credits are rolling, while the credits are rolling, lol. Like half the people in the cinema left, and like I've like been in the cinema when like I've watched like a Marvel movie and like no one moves. No one fucking moves because they want that after credit sequence, and there was an after credit sequence for the DC this movie, and to be honest, it was kind of mid. But I was like, as soon as the credits started rolling, people started getting their shit together and leaving. And I was like, I guess Marvel fans are more dedicated. Because, yeah. Though there have been exceptions like Blue Beetle and James Gunn's Suicide Squad in recent years. You know, I haven't actually seen Suicide Squad, to be honest. I heard it was kind of crap, and I didn't really feel like I'm not really like a superhero movie kind of watcher, to be honest, unless like certain ones like the Spider-Man, the early Spider-Man movies with the cheesy guy. Hi Delta, hello there. We're talking about the Superman movie, the new Superman movie that came out. Because I have like a bunch of notes. I'm going to go through my notes. So like, luckily, it is so hard to write notes when you're watching a movie in the cinema because it's dark as shit. So like 60-70% of these notes I wrote when I was either looking at the screen, because I can, write and look at the screen at the same time. I'm sure a lot of you can as well. But like while I was in the dark, so like some of these might not even be illegible. But I was smart and I made sure to number the pages as well. Oh, did you see it? Yeah, I just literally got back from the cinema. They're trained like dogs for the after credit scene. You mean Marvel fans? Yeah, I mean, I have always liked to stare for the credits, regardless. Like, I had never even considered after credit scenes. Like, I just wanted to stare because I wanted to read the credits and give the artists who even made the damn movie possible in the first place possible. And yeah. No, you're thinking of Suicide Squad, and chat is talking about The Suicide Squad. Yes, that's 2 different films. What? That is so confusing! Oh my god, I hate when fucking people do that. That's like... I was typing up, I was looking up like images for the Superman movie, and it was giving me just images for all these different other Superman movies, and I had to put Superman 2025 because it's like, oh my god, just call it something else, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm going to go through some of my notes. I'm not going to read all of them because it will be confusing as shit, because again, some of the notes are just things like cute dog wag or who are these people. But the reason I wrote all these notes, and the reason I even saw this movie is because my friends wanted to go watch it, and they were like, Mimi, do you want to come with us? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You know, I've not been to the cinema since like last September when I went for the 20th anniversary of Shaun of the Dead. And it will be funny for a girl who doesn't know shit about superhero movies to make a video about a superhero movie. Like, literally, I want to title it something like dumb girl, like dumb blonde talks about superheroes, or something like I can't think. Literally, like, after we came out of the cinema, I asked all these questions to my friends and said I was confused about things, and there were times where like my friend just had to like crouch on the floor with their head in their hands because I was so, because I was asking questions about things that they explained in the movie that I didn't get. And like, literally, there was a part where like it showed the Pentagon in America, and I wrote hexagon in my notes because I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a big hexagon. So yeah. Just got home from work. What did I miss? You've not really missed much yet. I haven't started looking at my notes yet. But so first page. Okay, so there was like these, something I liked. I should probably do like a spoiler warning. So like, just to let y'all know, there's obviously going to be spoiler talk a little bit here. But I'm gonna make like an actual short video with all of my notes from the cinema. I basically want to, whenever this movie is streaming, or, you know, I can One Piece it off the internet maybe, because I already bought a freaking ticket, okay? I feel like I have the right to One Piece it just to get the footage of it. I want to quick cut the scenes together that I wrote notes on, and just you do a little commentary about the notes I did, you know? Kind of like Cinema Sins, but not really. Just like Cinema Sins, but like dumb blonde sins, you know? Okay, so spoiler text. I'll have to opt out for now. No, that's fine. Spoilers for Superman 2025. If you don't want spoilers, please dip out now, or at least semi now, because I have a semi. You see, I'm not joking. I'm not doing the laugh track because I'm serious. I wish I could have a semi, like, I mean, actually, no, I don't. I enjoy when I've been in a classroom as like a college student or a high school student, and I'm horny, and I just look around the room and I'm like, haha, no one knows I'm horny because I'm a girl, haha. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't want spoilers, please dip out, and I'll catch y'all later. Okay, so also, again, if this is a bit confusing, sorry. Oh my gosh, Kai, thank you for the £25. Thank you so much. Donate to Mimi. I would make a bad joke about being a real Superman, but I thought better of it. Oh, thank you so much. You are a Superman if you're donating. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. So in this movie, there's a super dog, which is called Crypto. And I was like, bro, Crypto is like the least creative fucking name in the fucking world. Like, it turns out it's not even Superman's dog, it's Supergirl's dog. And it's actually apparently based off of, like, the design of the dog is based off of James Gunn's actual dog. But yeah, the dog is called Crypto, and the second they introduced Crypto, I was like, that is the least fucking creative name ever. But I at least like that it's not a real dog. But it was, the CG for the dog was ass. Like, I literally wrote super dog CG ass. Crypto sounds like the name a kid would give their dog, like Fido. Like, it was why, right? I understand if he wants to think about his home planet, right? Because, you know, but like, come on. That's like if I, like, think about Sunny, right? That's like if I called him Earthy or something, you know what I mean?
Which you could argue Sonny is uncreative because we have a son, but his name is Sonny, like S-O-N, like he is my son. We kind of start out. So this is where I got confused, right? Because it starts out with this like text that's basically like exposition text. It's like 3 million years ago, the planet of Krypton was destroyed. 3,000 years ago, this happened. 3 months ago, this happened. 3 minutes ago is when Superman lost his first fight. And I didn't realize that in that exposition text, it said something about how there was a war. I read it, but it just went in one ear, out the other. In my eyes, out the back of my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it took me like until like 70%, 75% through the movie to be like, oh, there was a, why is there a war going on? What is happening? Like there was a part where all these people were like raising weapons into the sky, like raw, and I was like, I literally wrote a note like, why are these people raising weapons into the Krypto the Superdog is from the comics, though. Take it up with whoever thought it was a good name in 1955. Yeah, also, one of my friends told me that, like, the comics, the older DC comics were really weird as well. And apparently there was, like an example of the older comics being weird. One of my friends said, was that apparently like there were like different colors of kryptonite, and there was a color of kryptonite which was pink, which apparently turned Superman gay. Like what? So that was a funny thing to learn after the movie. So yeah, we start out with this exposition about all this stuff, and then it's like three minutes ago, Superman lost his first fight, and Superman gets like bashed into the ground, and then his dog Krypto like drags him back to his crystal cave, whatever it's called, and there's all these robots that like don't have names. They're called like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I wasn't sure if the robots were real. Like, as someone who comes from a special effects movie practical background, I was like, these robots look kind of real. But in other shots, they didn't look real. Because in some shots, the robots looked kind of jittery, like they were actually moving and like physically. But like in other shots, it was like, nah, bro, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but like, personally, I'm sick of CG, so I was like a fucking hungry baby, sucking on the teat, looking for any kind of, sucking on the teat of a flat woman, looking for any kind of ounce, any kind of droplet of practical effects, you know? So yeah, the robots, they grab Superman, they put him on this fucking sunbed. And luckily, my friend told me before the movie that Superman isn't even a superhero on his own planet of Krypton, and he gets his powers from the yellow sun, because I would have been so confused otherwise, because they put him on this like sunbed. It's not even a sunbed, it's just a normal bed. They put him on this recliner bed, and they like get these big ass magnifying glasses and they open this window thing, and all this sunlight goes into Superman, and he's like, wah! And he's like screaming when the sunlight goes on him. And I wrote down a note saying, screams from sun, me. So like, you put me in the sunlight, I'm pale as fuck, I will scream. Let's see. Yeah, cool fight graphics. There was a fight at the start that, to be honest, I didn't fully pay attention to because I was trying so hard to write in the dark. But it was cool. I remember it being cool. There was a cute falafel man. Oh man, this is so confusing. Okay, I'm gonna just talk about the notes that will make sense to y'all. So something that was good about this movie is that it had nice color grading. So even if you aren't into superhero movies like me, you'll probably know that like over the past decade or so, superhero movies have become quite grey and like quite boring in terms of like their color grading. Like it seems like they're more focused on looking cool than looking exciting, as in like popping for the eye. So like this movie had like a lot of like fun colors. Like I don't know, there was a scene where like, I don't know, Superman had been bashed into the ground in the middle of the city, and all the people around him had like vibrant colors. He had vibrant colors. The enemies had vibrant colors. Everyone has vibrant colors, and it's like, I swear that that's not a thing that happens anymore with superhero movies. Vibrant colors. It was nice. Let's see. Yeah, DC superhero movies have been washed out as healthy. Yeah, it's the thing with the colors being missing reminds me of the whole argument that people give where it's like, oh well, these movies are for kids, but if we add this, it'll make it like for adults. Like how they're like, oh, if we make the Jungle Book live action, then it's for adults. Like adults can watch it again, but it's spoiler alert, buddy. You can watch the Jungle Book as an adult. It just because it's animated doesn't mean you can't watch it as an adult. It kind of felt like people were making superhero movies grayscale because it's like, oh, it's cool and dark and edgy, and it's for adults. Colors don't equal kids. I'm just saying. Okay, I feel like I'm not being confused. I'm being confusing. Oh yeah, it took me a while to figure out that the bald guy was Lex Luthor. I didn't actually know who Lex Luthor was. All I know about Lex Luthor before this movie really was that I played laser tag when I was like 12, and it gives you like a different name of like a different superhero or a character from some kind of cartoon, and I was Lex Luthor, and I was like, who the fuck is that? Oh yeah, there was this smoking hot woman with like platinum blonde hair and massive tits. She did not have a single line in the whole fucking movie. It was so weird. One problem I had with the movie, and this is probably just a me thing, like a personal opinion, but like there was just too many characters for me to remember. Like there was just like I didn't get like anyone's names. Like I obviously got like the superheroes' names, like the Green Lantern, the Hawk, and Mr. Terrific was my favorite character in the whole movie. He was funny. I loved him. He was great. He was funny, cool, and I liked his monotone humor. It was funny. It's so funny to hear your clueless perspective. No, that's what I mean, though. That's why I wanted to make a video about it, because I am just so clueless. And it's probably funny for people who are superhero and Superman fans to hear someone who is so clueless's perspective, you know? Oh yeah, there was a guy in it that I was like, oh, that's the same guy from Santa Clarita Diet. That's just a random little thing. Look at milk my next nut. Mrs. Terrific is often a fan favorite. I just really like the way that he talked, and his like whole demeanor was just really funny. At first I thought he looked fucking boring as shit. And I mean, a name like Mr. Terrific. I mean, in the movie, Green Lantern's literally like, he keeps saying this stupid fucking line about how he wants them to be called the Justice Gang. And I was like, can they stop fucking bringing this up? It's not funny. It wasn't funny the first time, never mind the fifth time. And he's like, oh, with a name like Mr. Terrific, you don't get a vote. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Let's see. Lois Lane and Superman are having like this massive fucking argument. Basically like, because they're like in a relationship, right? And they're both journalists, and she says like she wants an interview with him. Like she knows who he is. He's Clark Kent. I didn't know what's fucking. I'm just saying what was happening. She knows Clark Kent is Superman, blah, blah, blah. Which, by the way, I didn't realize that the glasses he wears actually makes the people around him see him to have a different face. I didn't know that before this movie. That is such bullshit. That is such bullshit. Absolute bull wank. But yeah, I wrote a note saying, I have no idea what Lois and Superman are talking about. This is the most confusing argument ever for me. Because they're talking about, like, the war. Like, apparently Superman, like, stopped a war from happening or something. I don't even fucking know. And he acted like his authority is above, like, the police and the justice system, blah, blah, blah. And she's, like, questioning him about that. And he's like, yeah, but they're bad people. And she's like, yeah, but how do you know they're bad people? But I only know this because my friends explained it to me at the end. At the time, I was just like, I have no fucking clue what they're arguing about. The glasses thing is technically in the comics, but mentioned once and then never brought up again. Oh my god. It's just bullshit. So. Oh my god, there was a quote where Lois Lane is like, oh, did you know that you're not that popular on social media? And I literally wrote this quote down. This is what Superman says in response to her. He's like, Superman doesn't have time for selfies. Okay, and then after they talk about social media or something, and she says something about hashtag super shit, which is a hashtag I included in my going live posts and stuff. He just barrels with like a bunch of exposition, and I was just like, okay, exposition time, I guess. Like he's like, oh, I've had such a hard time because my family of Krypton was destroyed, and I was sent here, and my only message from my parents is what keeps me going. And I'm like, okay, so exposition time. Also, there's a part where like Superman just like says Lois, and I just wrote Lois, and that's it. Feel free to unfollow and unsubscribe. Thank you very much. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I have no idea what a Klondike bar is, Peppers Man. I assume you're American and think that the world revolves around you, because I have no idea. I have no idea what a Klondike bar is, but welcome. Hello there. Thank you for unsubbing and unfollowing. Oh my god, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, hi chicken. Hello there. How you doing? Okay. What else have I got to say? Oh yeah. So they have this whole heated argument where I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And then we cut to Lex Luthor. He is sneaked over to Superman's crystal cave, his crystal house. I sound like such a fucking dumbass. Oh, he sneaked over to his crystal house. I don't know what it's called, okay? It's Crystal Cave. I don't know what his house is called, okay? It's probably got a special name, but I don't know. So Lex Luthor and his gang of goons, his gang of gooners, his Fortress of Solitude. I don't know, man. So Lex Luthor and his gooners scooch over to Superman's crystal cave, which, by the way, at the time, I didn't know it was Lex Luthor. I thought it was just like a bunch of random people just showing up in Antarctica for no reason. I was confused. And I wrote, these posh people are Vogue cringe, because it's basically just like, they're all just a group of people in like this like high fashion coats and clothes, and I didn't know who they were, so I just called them Vogue cringe. Oh yeah, and then they like ran in, and the robots that like rebuild Superman and look after his Superman's crystal cave, they're like, oh, you're not supposed to be here. And there was this cool Blade woman who had like nano machines on her body, and she like turned her hands into like spinny blades. It was so cool. I loved that. But then she fucking used her nano machine fuck things to suffocate the dog. So I hate her. That made me sad. But it's okay because the dog's not real. So I wrote a note saying, I swear I know Lex Luthor's actor from somewhere. I'm gonna actually Google Lex Luthor's actor because I don't know. Lex Luthor actor. Also, if I don't respond to chat, it's because I'm like deep in thought, and if I read chat, I'm gonna get lost. Did you never see any of the old Christopher Reeve movies? I'm really bad with names, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Lex Luthor actor Superman. 2025. I think I've heard the name Christopher Reeves. It's Lex Luthor. Yeah, who is Lex Luthor? He's just this. I swear I recognize his face. Where have I seen this man? Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult. Movies and TV shows. Where have I seen this guy? Oh, wait. Where have I seen this guy? Where have I seen this man? He was in Warm Bodies, okay. He was in Deadpool, apparently. Deadpool 2, I mean. He was in I've not seen About a Boy. Actually, I think they played it for us in school, but like I didn't pay attention to it because that's just me. I don't pay attention to things properly, sadly. Although I try really, really hard. Maybe if I look at images rather than just hearing titles, because that's a little bit better. I recognize his face so much. Is he in Saltburn? Is he in Saltburn? Is that what I'm thinking of? He's not Deadpool, right? I might be thinking of Warm Bodies. That might be what I'm thinking of. Maybe. Is he the Silver Surfer, or is it just because he's bald in the movie that I'm thinking of the Silver Surfer? He's not the Silver Surfer, right? Man, he looks a lot better with hair. He's the Blue Beast in X-Men. See, I think I watched like 1 or 2 X-Men movies growing up, but I mainly remember the one where Mystique blows up to be really big for the guy's fetish in that one disaster movie. And that's it. Is he like a zombie? Yeah, in Warm Bodies he's a zombie. Yeah, what other movies has he been in? He's Superman in the first 4. I wouldn't know. When I watched The Dark Knight, it took me way too long to realize I was looking at the joke. What? I'm confused. Oh god, this is so much text. Okay, forget it. I'll think about this later. So yeah, I was like, who is Nicholas Hoult? I swear I know his actor from somewhere. Maybe it's just Warm Bodies that I know him from. Excuse me. Right, next note. This is mainly note 5 out of 23, by the way. Okay. There was a part where like I think these people like let off a creature into the city to distract Superman while they are like infiltrating his crystal cave. So there's like this, they let out this little dino into the city, and it's like really small. It's like hip height. I don't know. I don't think that helps anyone because everyone is a different height. He's a small little dino guy, and then the guy is like, oh, that's a small distraction, and the other guy is like, it gets bigger. And I wrote, that's what he said, because I'm really funny. Okay. Oh yeah, the big dinosaur thing steps on a dog, and I freaked out and was like, no, not a dog again. But then right before it got crushed, I realized that it was CG and I didn't care. And then when I realized it was alive, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, it wasn't real anyway. So. But again, I'm glad that animals weren't actually used in the movie because, I mean, just watch the movie Nope. Oh, I like the part where Superman said, eyes up here, because there's a lady with a smoking hot body and titties, who all day dudes have been looking at me in my freaking stockings and garter belt and shit. Eyes up here, buddy. That I relate. I liked it. Because, like, he says eyes up here and then he flies into the sky. I like that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I wrote Green Lantern, Green Megaphone. Because Green Lantern, the Hawk, and Mr. Terrific arrive, and at first I was like, who the fuck are these people? But then Green Lantern made like a green megaphone, and I was like, oh, so that's the Green Lantern guy, okay. But like at first I wasn't sure, so I put green megaphone, green oven gloves, because he makes these big green oven gloves to cover the big dinosaur's claws. Oh yeah, it had some really cool camera work. Like there were scenes where like Superman is like saving someone in slow motion, and it looked quite cool. I liked that Superman saved a squirrel. I thought that was really sweet. Like there was a squirrel that was about to get crushed by the dinosaur, and Superman went out of his fucking way to save the squirrel, and I was like, oh my god, I love Superman. Like he saves like the tiniest little creature because he's a good person, and it was very sweet. Let's see. I have a note here that says supers can just... Oh, so this is like when the fight's over and the kids are like, yay, Superman, oh my god, I love you, yay. I put supers can just hold kids. That's the whole note, I guess. Yeah, so I guess my confusion is like, why are superheroes just allowed to like pick up kids and be like, hug them and be like, yeah, I love you, child. The dog is not real anyway. It's such a meme coping mechanism. What do you mean? Listen, I just don't like when animals are used in movies, okay? And it doesn't happen as much in mainstream movies, which is nice. Also, as I said, I stayed for the end of the credits, and there was a American Humane Society logo, which was nice. I like that. Oh, and while he's being canoodled and hugged by the kids, there's like these like news reports because Lex Luthor, while he was in Superman's crystal cave, he found the recording that Superman loves so much of his parents, where his parents are like, we love you more than the earth itself. We love you, son. But he didn't have the whole recording, and he assumed that the recording was them saying like, we've sent you to this planet to do good, but the whole recording got discovered, and his parents actually told him that they want him to rule the planet, to conquer the society and make a harem, like a secret harem. And at first I was like, is this fake? It's gotta be fake. But it turns out it's real. It's real. So it turns out Superman's parents actually sent him to Earth to conquer humanity, not for good reasons. I know. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. And they were saying like Lex Luthor was on like a Jimmy Kimmel interview, and he was like, yeah, I would say he's like a groomer. I was like, oh shit, like he's like grooming humanity. I'm like, okay, that's a bit. This is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted subs? What are you talking about? Lex Luthor Google Docky on, oh my god. Yeah, Lex Luthor's just got like the classic VTuber Google Doc ready.
I have so many screenshots of this hashtag super shit.
Yeah, I put in quotes secret harem Lamau. And then I also wrote super anxiety attack. Because after all the news reports of this stuff comes out, Superman just kind of like goes into an empty building and has like a bit of a super anxiety attack. And then the Green Lantern, the Hawk, and Mrs. Terrific come in and they just start being like, "Oh, you a bad guy?" Because the Green Lantern's like, I am here to protect the Earth.
Oh, thank you for the hype, Trent. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Golden. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, I do appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see.
Baravia harem, let's go. Oh yeah, so there was this like president guy. Thank you, 100 bits, Axel. I do love me some hype emotes. Heck yeah, thank you. Sorry that the alerts are like overlapping with all the text. I am not organized. But yeah, there's this like so I wasn't sure if Baravia was a real country. They keep talking about this country called Baravia, and I was like, is that a real place? Excuse me. And the president of Baravia is like, "Oh, I hear that Superman really likes the women of Baravia and wants to create a Baravian harem." And I was very confused why this grandpa president keeps appearing. But then, like, he fucking walks down a corridor that's called, like, a pocket universe. And there's, like, this hardcore music that starts playing. And I wrote hardcore grandpa in my notes. Okay. So, seemingly what's going on with the hardcore grandpa is I think what my friend told me after the movie, because again, I was very confused about the whole war conflict thing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I think my friend told me, my friends were all trying to explain it to me, and I was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. You're all yelling at me. My friends said that the president of Baravia was saying, like, his true intentions were that he wanted to conquer this other country. I can't remember the name of it. But he was saying, like, publicly that he wanted to do something else. I don't fucking remember, man. It's so confusing. Oh yeah, I wrote in my notes, "Oh, it's not fake." Oh, about the parent tape thing. Oh, super. Are the girls cute? I don't know. I don't think I saw any Baravian girls. I mean, if I did, maybe, but I could tell you. But the hottest girl in the movie was the one. There was this woman that worked in the like journal office with Clark Kent, Superman, bitch, and Lois Lane and the other boys and girls, but she didn't have a fucking line in the whole movie. She was smoking hot. She had that hourglass going on. She big ass tits, big white hair, pretty. She didn't have a fucking line in the whole ass movie. Okay, so yeah, this news comes out. And then Superman does some shit and he flies back to his crystal cave and he's like, "Oh my god, what happened here?" And everything's been like fucked up because Lex Luthor was there earlier and all his robots are destroyed. And robot number 4 that like wanted a name, he was like, "Oh, can you call me a name or something?" He's like fucking his own, he's like mind fucking himself. You know, like some people pay for that on Fansly. He was doing it himself. It was crazy. He was doing it with like a screwdriver. And I was like, no, he's mind fucking his own mind. Poor number 4. because I think he was like, I let down Superman. I need to destroy myself. I think, I'm not sure. I put crypto question mark because we couldn't find crypto anywhere. And after the movie was over, I was talking to my friends and I was like, is that why the coins are called crypto? Because they're just really like super dog, the super dog. But I probably not. This note says who this metal. I can't fucking read this. I can't read this. Blink. I don't know, man. What does this note say? Who this mental argument. I can't read this, man. I must have written this when it was dark. What's going on in the background? Oh yeah, there was a part where like so like Lois Lane and Superman are having like another conversation. I can't remember what they said, but at the end Superman said, I love you, and it was very cute. And there was like an alien, a big ass fucking alien that the Justice Gang or whatever were fighting in the background, and he said I love you and they kissed while they were fighting this alien, and it made it look like these big alien fireworks, and it was pretty. It was pretty. I liked that. Let's see. Okay, next note, because I can't fucking... before I make this video, I'm gonna need to, like, decipher what the fuck I've written, because, like, some of these notes are, like, reading hieroglyphs. I love you plus alien fireworks is pretty. Yeah. Is this dog, like... What the fuck have I written here? Is this dog, like, Bon mission? I can't read this fucking shit. Oh yeah, Lex Luthor said that he recreated the Big Bang to create a pocket universe, and I was just like, oh yeah, just casually recreating the Big Bang theory, the Big Bang, and then I wrote Bazinga next to it, just because the Big Bang. Oh yeah, and then I can't remember. Oh yeah, in the alien fireworks scene where Superman says he loves Lois Lane, he tells her that he's going to turn himself in because everyone in the world thinks Superman is awful now. They're like, oh, he was sent to Earth to kill us all and to rule us all. He's terrible. He's awful. And Superman's like, I can't find crypto anywhere. Everyone thinks I'm horrible. I'm just gonna turn myself in because maybe they'll send me to the same place crypto is. And I'm like, that's sweet. And Lois thinks it's sweet too because she gets wet. She gets Lois River, Yep. And the place where Superman gets sent is the pocket universe that Lex Luthor created, and in that pocket universe there's like loads of prisoners, and there is a prisoner in there that's like an element guy, and he can just turn into any element. And I was like, what the fuck? And Lex Luthor makes this guy keep turning his hands into kryptonite, I think, to like antagonize Superman. But then Lex Luthor goes away, and then this guy is like, no, you my son is over there, and you see like a little baby element alien, which was fucking ugly, by the way. It's like a green alien baby, and it's fucking ugly. It's a James Gunn movie when there's like little ugly alien things. I think that's what I remember from Guardians of the Galaxy. Martian Manhunter? I have no idea, Rodin. I have no idea. That dude turned into kryptonite. Oh no, he did the thing. That's what I have here. Oh, there was actually a funny bit where there's like people from around the world having like a discussion about what to do with Superman, and there was this guy who was like, what's that kryptonite thing called again? And the other guy's like, kryptonite, and I thought that was kind of funny, to be honest. Baby shaming, shake my head. No, it was ugly. It was like, if you guys seen Shrek the Third, where like Shrek and Fiona have babies, those babies are way cuter than this baby. This baby was fucking ugly. Like, I'm gonna argue that the baby, no, it's ugly. I hate it. Disgusting. Superman tries so hard to save this baby, and I'm like, no, just let it die. It's disgusting. No regrets. But yeah, I don't know why the Element guy is mad at Superman, but his baby's also imprisoned in this pocket universe, and he's mad at Superman. He's like, my baby's imprisoned here, and it's your fault, and I'm gonna keep turning my hands into kryptonite because I'm mad at you. Rah, don't talk to me. So Superman's very weak from, the kryptonite hands. Kryptonite got hands, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and in this pocket universe, this was actually like a funny joke. This was actually like a funny bit. So, I mentioned earlier Lois Lane mentioned to Superman, you're not very popular on social media, right? There's like literally a hashtag super shit. Well, Lex Luthor is like bringing Superman through the pocket universe prison. There's like hundreds and probably thousands of these monkeys on computers just tapping away angrily on a keyboard like, who even likes Superman? Hashtag super shit. Fuck Superman, stuff like that. I thought that was kind of funny. It was basically like the visual embodiment of like internet trolls. I don't know. I thought it was funny. I mean, at least I thought it was all right. Okay, next. Oh yeah, he also Krypto is the Krypto the dog is in the pocket universe. Brie. So, sorry. So Krypto the dog is in this pocket universe. Oh god. Oh, okay. I thought I mixed up my notes. Thank you for the stretch. Just a little stretch. Thank you. So Krypto is in this like secret pocket universe prison. And the way that Lex Luthor is keeping the super dog there is he is making the super dog imagine super squirrels that he's chasing through the sky, and I was like, that's stupid. Bless you. Thank you, I guess. I think that's not what you say after someone sneezes, but thank you anyway. Green baby, who that? That's one of my notes. It was a fucking ugly baby, that's what it was. There was after we see the prisoners and Superman having a horrible time in the pocket universe prison, we see this journalist who works with Clark Kent walking through the streets, and he's like going to meet with Lex Luthor's girlfriend, who is his like insider information girl. And he's like walking through the street, and there's like all these like prostitutes trying to grab his dick and be like, "Hi, baby," and stuff like that. And my friend leaned over and said, "This is how it feels to be in Thailand." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But I mean, I asked them about it afterwards because we were all just on our way home, me and my friends, and I asked them about it again. And this friend was like, "Oh yeah, like when I went to Thailand, there was just a lot of prostitutes grabbing like at my dick," and I'm like, "Okay, fair." Adam, another burrito up in a cheese factory. I actually had a really yummy cranberry brie spinach panini before the movie. It was fucking nice. The woman that is actually the insider information woman, I thought she was sweet. She's quite needy for the guy that she's meeting up with, the one that was being grabbed, but it's sweet. He's kind of an arsehole to her, though. He just wants to meet up with her for information, and she gets upset about it, and he's like, no, I swear I don't want to just meet with you for information. I really am interested in talking to you, but he's fucking lying. He's a dickhead. And by the way, this is the guy, this guy is the one who is the same actor for this, like, nerdy kid from this Netflix show called The Santa Clarita Diet. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Let's see. Okay, next note. Also, the actor for Superman's dad is Otis from The Walking Dead. I couldn't stop thinking about that either. Who the fuck Joseph? Oh, that's another one of my notes. So I think Joseph is the little ugly green baby that is like belongs to the Element Superman guy. Mr. Terrific is a shit name. Yes, past Mimi. Yes, true. Okay, next note. Hyper glasses. So that's how he looks different as Clark Kent. I always wondered. Yeah, because people have always made jokes about like, you know how like Sailor Moon, like Usagi looks exactly like Sailor Moon, but like no one ever suspects anything. And it's the same with like Superman. Like he just puts on some glasses and a suit and people are like, oh, he's completely someone else. But they mentioned that he wears hyper glasses, I think they said. Hypnosis. I swear it says it says here hyper glasses. The explanation was an answer to the problem. It was just like it's such bullshit. It's such a bullshit explanation, bro. Like it's just it feels like these fucking superhero movies just come up with the most bullshit explanations for no reason. It's like you didn't need to explain that. You don't need to explain every little thing. It's okay. It's okay for there to be inconsistencies and problems. That's just natural. That's the natural parts of like writing and stuff. There's always going to be some inconsistencies. Just calm down. Nanobots. Oh, I do that to everybody. Oh yeah. So Mr. Terrific has some like really funny lines, to be honest. And there's a part where like they're like the Justice Gang, aka Mr. Terrific, the Hawk Girl, and Green Lantern are trying to find Superman. And Mr. Terrific is just like, oh yeah, I've got nanomachines in his bloodstream, so I know where he is. Like I've got like a locator. And Hawk Girl is like, Lois Lane is like, you have nanomachines in his blood, and he's like, oh yeah, I do that to everybody. And the way he said it is so like monotone and funny. I liked it a lot. And it's funny because there's a part towards the end where Superman is being like engulfed in nanomachines by the like nanomachine woman with the blade hands. And I was like, did this specifically include Mr. Terrific because he uses nanomachines? And I was like, oh, Mr. Terrific can help Superman because he can hack shit and he knows all about nanomachines. But they didn't. They just had Superman fly really high in the sky and then jump and then fall all the way down. Like, it was kind of stupid. I was like, Mr. Terrific could have helped you. What the fuck? Technically, it's supposed to be that they amplified the background telepathic powers that he has anyway, but yeah, what does that even mean? Also, thank you to the follow, Goon. Goon without me, 96. What? You didn't even call yourself 69? What the fuck? Also, thank you for the drown me region. It's funny that I can yap so much that a drown me redeem can go by for 7 minutes and I don't even notice it. It's go on without me. Oh. Are you sure? Are you sure? It looks like it says Goon without me, but if you say so. Welcome, Goon. Welcome. What do you want me to call you? Hello there. Yeah, your name is great. I feel like you definitely did that on purpose. Come on. You literally said 96. Embrace the Goon. Yeah. So at this point when they're looking for Superman, they just keep talking about this pocket universe. And like, I wrote down, I love how pocket universe is just a normal thing now. Like a pocket universe is not like a small thing. That is like, holy shit, that is huge. That is like, holy crap. You made a whole ass mini universe, which by the way, what does mini universe even mean? What does pocket universe mean? Because according to scientists in our world, our universe is like, it goes on forever. What is a mini universe in that case? Like, it's silly. Okay. Next note. Let's see. Oh yeah, Green Lantern in this movie has the worst fucking haircut ever. Like, I don't know if it's just that they're trying to keep to the design of the comics of Green Lantern for this. I think one of my friends said that maybe, but he had a bad haircut. It looked like it was from like the 70s. It looked like he was like an older guy trying to feel like he's young again. It was like, this haircut does not work with you, bro. It was so bad. Let's see. There was kind of a funny bit where Mr. Terrific is like opening a garage door to like get to his like special Mr. Terrific ship or something. And the garage door opens really slowly. And Lois Lane is like, so you can afford to make all these special ships and things, but you can't afford to make a faster door. And I was like, that's kind of funny. I wonder if the mini universe was in a hot, dense state. Oh my god, shut up. Bro. Oh, yeah. So at one point... Oh, wait, I'll get to that. Let's see. Yeah, I also... At this point, I wrote, okay, I like Mr. Terrific. Like, he has a cool jacket. He has actually kind of a cool mask, to be honest. It's like it's like in the shape of a T. It covers his mouth and his eyes only. So it's like in the shape of a T, which honestly was kind of cool. It's still a shit name, but you know, it's a cool look. And you know, his like machinist stuff is cool. He has like a really cool fight scene to like what's the song? 5 years time. Nowhere in, yeah, he has like this fucking fight scene to a Noah and the Whale song, which was kind of strange. I don't know why they paced a song from Noah and the Whale, which is usually quite chill music, to a fight scene with him, but I think it's because like he was just moving around with so much ease, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we're back in the Pocket Universe, and Clark Kent is being like, he's being drained of his balls by the Element Man, right? Because the Element Man has turned his hands into kryptonite, right? And At this point, Clark Kent looks like a fucking pickled plum. Like, he looks fucking gross. He looks like a ball sack. And at this point, Lex Luthor brings in this guy who we meet earlier in the movie, who pulled Clark Kent out of the floor when he'd been bashed into the floor in the middle of the city. And he's like, oh, Superman, you might not know me, but I gave you falafel for free one time and you saved me from being hit by a car. And he's like, here, let me help you up. And he like helps him up. And Lex Luthor brings that guy into the Pocket Universe and he fucking Russian roulettes this falafel guy to get information out of Superman. But he kills the falafel guy on like the second attempt, which is sad because the falafel guy was sweet. I literally wrote in my earlier notes, oh, this falafel guy is sweet. So yeah, he kills the falafel guy. Poor falafel guy, rest in peace, falafel guy. Really sad. Let's see. And then Lex Luthor's like, haha, I'm gonna go get some more people that you've saved and kill them. Oh yeah, Mr. Terrific at this point, he's like brought himself and Lois Lane on his special Mr. Terrific ship, his Mr. Terror ship, if you will, to this like base where he can like see the like, he can see these like weird ghost versions of Superman that like show like where he went. So he's just like following these like ghost Supermans. And I wrote Google Maps Superman version. Because he's just like following behind like these like ghost Superman like images. Cool Mr. Terrific fight. Yeah, it was pretty good. And then I wrote, I love my... I can't read this. I can't read this shit. Okay, so the Element guy is like, oh, you're actually a good guy, Mr. Superman. I'm gonna stop making my hands be kryptonite. So he stops making his hands be kryptonite and they look gross and purple and pruny. Not like Mr. Superman though. Mr. Superman looks like an actual prune. And then Superman is like, I need the yellow sun to be strong again. And I wrote, he needs the D. He needs that vitamin D. Let's see. Yeah, I also wrote, speaking of Sheldon Cooper, Mr. Terrific is just like Sheldon Cooper. Like, the way he talks is just like Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. I couldn't get over it. It was so bad. Not bad, but like their demeanor was very similar, and I was just like, holy shit. But so to help Superman, this Element guy, also, hi King, welcome in. Hello there. How you doing? So to help Superman, this Element guy who can just turn into any element, he just casually makes a sun to power Superman. Like, he makes like a miniaturized sun to power Superman so that he can break out of the prison and punch all the guards and rescue the Element Man, rescue the Element Man's, God, it's like I'm trying to say Elephant Man. The Element Man's baby, gross little green baby. And they escape. I wrote ugly baby again. I have a few notes that just say how ugly the baby is. Yeah, the Element guy was cool. Like, he's like floating in the air and there's like all these guards around him and they're like, what are you gonna do? And he just like splashes them. He dissolves them all in acid. It looks cool. Like, he can just turn into any element. It's sick, honestly. I like him. I didn't get his name though. Like, there's just so many people in this movie I didn't get their name at all, even their super name. Like, there was apparently a cameo with John Cena being something called a pacemaker. a peacemaker. I don't know. One of my friends told me afterwards, was like, oh yeah, didn't you see John Cena? And I was like, no, I must have been like, I must not have seen. And they were like, yeah, John Cena was the guy that like made a cameo on the TV, and he was wearing like a metal helmet. In the credits as Mongo the Ugly Baby. No, his name was Joseph. I wrote that down. I got the name of the Ugly Baby, but like barely anyone else. I got the name of the superheroes. Superman, obviously, Lois Lane, obviously, and the Ugly Baby. Because I try to pay attention, but it's hard. Ugly ass baby. Bro, I wrote so many notes about how ugly this baby is. Okay. I can't really read this. I can't read this note. I'm gonna need to decipher this like later, because I can't freaking figure this out. Oh yeah, after they escape, they get Superman back to his parents' house, as in like his human parents' house. And they're like, oh no, he's got kryptonite poisoning because his veins are all black and fucked up. No, Falafel guy died, Axel. He got killed by Lex Luthor in a Russian roulette. So yeah, they're like, oh, it's fine, it'll go away in a day. So Clark rests up at his human parents' house, and he has like this little heart-to-heart with his dad, who, again, I realized that Clark Kent's dad in the movie is the same guy that plays Otis in The Walking Dead. And I don't mean to be mean about the actor, because maybe the actor just has like a problem with his eyes, but like his eyes kept flickering back and forth really, really fast constantly. And I wasn't sure if that was like a thing, like just because like this guy was looking from one eye to the other eye really fast. But like he didn't do that in The Walking Dead, so I was like, what is this? Like, is this guy okay? You learned his legal name, Falafel Tea Guy. Yeah, I feel bad that I didn't know his name, but I don't think he ever introduced himself. He was just like, oh, I'm the guy who got you a falafel one time. Reading the note cards. No, his eyes are moving way too fast for that. It was like, I don't know. Oh, Sunny. Hi. Sunny boy shaking his baby fur everywhere. Let's see. The dog is okay, I think I wrote. I can't read this, man. I'm getting tired reading my own writing. Metro Man gone kill her. Oh, I kept calling. So Lex Luthor has like he has like a his own Superman called Ultraman, but I wrote him as Metro Man. Like Metro Man from Megamind. I kept writing Metro Man, and I kept referring to him as Metro Man, but my friends afterwards were like, no, it's Ultraman. He's called Ultraman. Literally, the second result for his name is eyes. Wait, really? Vince had a condition called nystagmus, the involuntary movement of the eye. Oh, really? Okay. My bad. Thank you, Axel, for looking that up. But the thing is, he didn't have that when he played Otis in The Walking Dead, so I guess he got it with age, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, so Lex Luthor has this like evil Superman that he made himself called Ultraman, that I kept calling Metro Man. And there's this part where it really seemed like Ultraman was gonna kill the like needy the needy ex-girlfriend of Lex Luthor that like really wants to be with the journalist guy from the Santa Clarita Diet. And yeah, I really thought he was gonna kill her the way it was like phrasing it. I was like, he gonna kill her, but he didn't, so that was good because I thought she was cute. The movie kept trying to make it out like she was so annoying and needy, but the journalist guy was a fucking asshole. Like, she was just sweet. The only thing with her was that she just kept taking selfies. But it made sense later for why she took so many selfies, because she took selfies in front of all of Lex Luthor's secret shit, like his maps, his contracts, his like all his stuff. She was just making it look like selfies, but she was actually just taking pictures of his stuff. So she's actually really smart. Oh yeah, I wrote a weird way to meet the parents for Lois. So like Lois Lane and Superman are dating, right? Oh god, I need some water real bad. So Lois Lane and Superman are dating, right? And Lois Lane goes back to Superman's parents' house to help him heal with his parents. And I wrote, this is a weird way to meet the parents for Lois. Because this is like I think the first time she's like meeting his parents. Because they're like are from the city. She can't just fly to the parents' house. Oh god, I threw up a little bit on that last one. Oh god. I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. It was just water, yeah. It was like water that was going down my throat. Maybe drink some water. I was drinking water and then I threw it up. Thank you, nonetheless, Virgin, but... Ugh. I'm gonna drink some more water. Oh, that's what happens when you try to brat after drinking water. Okay. I'm glad the dog is back. That's one of my notes. So yeah, the dog is safe. To be honest, though, the dog was kind of cringe. Like, so this is something I've noticed a lot with superhero movies, and don't even hit me with the, oh, but it's a kid's movie, that's why they do it. Because, like, it's written for kids or, like, a younger audience doesn't mean that it's just, it doesn't mean it's a reason to do this shit, okay? But there was just, there was a lot of times where it's, like, clear baby humor, like, I don't know if this is just like a James Gunn thing, but like he seems to like to include like little minion creatures like Rocket Raccoon and like this fucking super dog Crypto, right? It is PG-13. There is no way that it is PG-13. They said shit. They said fuck, like a hard fuck. They said fuck. That cannot be a 13. Come on, that is at least a 15. Surely. That was a hard fuck, hard shit. Also, thank you for the stretch. You get a certain number. Wait, you're allowed to swear in a 13 movie? Really? Really? That's weird to me. Okay. You can say that once in a PG-13 UK 12. No, they said it multiple times. They said fuck, they said shit. Like, I remember at one point, the, like, element guy's floating in the sky, and he says either fuck or shit in a sentence, and I was like, what the... It's, like, hard to get immersed in the movie when these people are just swearing, you know? Limit is usually at 1. No. They say fuck more than once. I swear to God. They say fuck more than once. And they say shit and fuck. They say fuck more than once. I swear to God. Yeah, I said in the notes that his parents are cute, probably just because they're southern though. I don't know, because they have like the southern drawl, and they have like the knitted cardigans, and they're on the farm with the cows, and I was like, that's cute. I don't know why they wouldn't be cute if they weren't southern, but I specifically wrote a note saying cute parents because they're southern, I guess. One US film said fuck 13 times with PG-13. They let it get away with it because it was just an ad for the US Army. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Yeah, the dad is Otis from The Walking Dead. That was on my notes. Yeah, the dad has like a heart-to-heart with Superman. And to be honest, it was sort of cute, but it also felt kind of forced. Because the parents were basically like, Superman is like, oh my god, I don't know why I'm here, just to suffer. My real parents gave me a message that I thought was to protect humanity, but it turns out that they actually want me to end humanity. Oh my god, my life is confusing. My life has a different meaning. Life living is suffering. And then the dad is like, listen, listen, bro, YOLO. He doesn't say that. He's like, listen, son. Only when you have a Sigma grind set can you become a Chad. No, he doesn't say that. He said, I don't know. The dad says something, some kind of like, some kind of what's the word? He says some kind of speech about how like you shouldn't let your parents define you. And like, especially when they're bad parents and stuff. And I was like, bad parents, bro. That's a mood. I got you. Oh yeah, at this point, after this scene, we get like a little look at the like war that's going on. With great power comes great responsibility. No, he doesn't even say that. Monologue. That's it. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. I couldn't think of the fucking word. Thank you. He doesn't say that. I don't remember what he says, but one of my friends was like, "Aww," and I wanted to be like, "Aww," but also it did feel kind of forced. It felt kind of like tropey advice. It didn't really feel like from the heart. They didn't even have a hug. I swear they didn't even have a hug after he said this shit. But yeah, Dad's eyes moving a lot during his speech. I know why that is now, because of Axel. Thank you, Axel. But yeah, after the scene where we get a little heart-to-heart with Superman and his human dad, I wrote a note saying, why are these people holding up weapons? Because so this is like 75% through the movie. I didn't realize that there was like a war going on, and like one side is like holding up weapons, being like, "Oh, we're gonna fight" or something. And I was like, why are these people holding up weapons? I don't know what's going on. And yeah, I can't read that last bit. I'll look at it later. Secret selfies. Whoa. Why did I write that? Oh, I also wrote about the hot white woman again. The hot white-haired woman. And I wrote, hot white woman, does she have lines? ? No, I'm almost 100% sure that the hot white-haired woman didn't have a single line for the whole movie. I am pretty sure that they just included her because hot woman. Hot woman keep brain attention. Is Barivia a real place? I wrote that as a note, and I asked one of my friends after the movie, and they're like crouched on the ground with their face in their hands. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm bad with geography, okay? Let's see. Oh yeah. They're like the what's it called? The pocket universe is like breaking. It's like splitting the city up, and it creates some like buildings to fall over. I thought that the particle effects on the windows looked nice. The particle effects looked good. There was this very obvious part where like there's like the buildings are falling over and there's all these people trying to run away and drive away, and there's this one woman in her car who is about to get crushed by a building, and before the building even started to fall, I immediately in my mind was like, Superman's gonna stop the building from crushing someone. And that's actually what happened. Like, the building was about to crush a woman, and it didn't. And she looks over, and Superman's there, and he saved her. And honestly, I didn't get the name of this woman because she's just like an extra, but her facial acting was really good. Props to that extra that I don't know the name of, neither the actor nor the character. You gotta have one of those scenes. No, there were multiple of those scenes. Literally, he did it with the dog, with the dinosaur earlier. The big dinosaur creature. There was multiple of those in the movie, I swear. But when the woman in the car is driving away, she looks back, and I wrote cool shot composition, because when the woman is driving away, she looks back, which, by the way, why the fuck are you looking back while you're driving, you fucking idiot? But she looks back, and there's just like this big cloud of dust with like sunlight like peeking in through the clouds, and Superman is like floating in the middle of it, and his cape is floating to the side, and he looks so cool. Like, the composition of it looks beautiful. Commendations for that. But her facial acting was really great. Like, she looks like she's in genuine terror with like tears falling from her eyes. Commendations for that extra. Let's see. And again, for that shot composition, I did like a miniature gasp. The composition is beautiful. So after that, Superman gets like thrown into like a baseball stadium, and I wrote, "Time for some baseball!" But they didn't play any baseball. They just beat each other up. So like the Superman is having a fight with the Blade Hand Girl with the nanomachines, and with Ultraman, who I keep calling Metroman. And at one point, the Blade Woman like punches right into Superman's dick, and I wrote, "Ow, his super nuts." And I also wrote, "She gonna change her mind," because Superman was like, "It's not too late for either of you. You don't need to listen to Lex. You don't need to listen to Lex Luthor. It's not too late for either of you." Like, he's still seeing the good in them, and I think that's sweet, but, you know, I think it's a little bit late. You know, they've committed a lot of fucking crime already. Oh yeah, I wrote Jahan Purian, what that? Because the Bolivian president says something like, "I will not rest until I have slain all Jahan Purian blood." And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Hey Mimi, was the hot white-haired woman Cat Grant? I have no idea, Axel. I don't know. Let me have a look. Cat Grant. Superman. Oh my god, I need to pee. I'm drinking way too much water. Hi, Alshu. Hi. We're just talking about this. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was her. She's very hot. But she didn't have a single line in the whole movie, I swear down. I swear down on my mother. And if I'm wrong, it's fine, because I hate my mother anyway. But she's hot. She's really hot. But she doesn't have a line, and it's sad, because she's hot. I want her to talk. I want to think about her talking. But yeah, she's really pretty. Let me get like a picture of her, because she is in like a poster, which is kind of interesting. Like, why is she featured in a Superman poster, but she's not got any lines? Here, let me show you. Her name is Cat Grant. She plays like this publicist, I guess. This is from Instagram, so don't be confused why there's like a little weird avatar in the corner. Let's see if where do I save this? I don't know where to save this. Finish schedules, coming me reference. Good Me Morning. Where do I save this? New life files. Okay. Hot. Okay. Let me show you the hot white woman, okay? So you're not confused. Hi, Siegfried. Hello. Also, hello there, Aushu. I didn't give you a hello there. I'm so sorry. I got distracted because I was thinking of this woman. This is the hot white woman that I saw in the movie. Look at her. She's so beautiful. But she didn't have a single line in the movie. Michaela Hoover is Cat Grant. So the actress called Michaela Hoover, but I swear she didn't have a single line in the movie. She's very sexy. Sexy boob, sexy hair, sexy everything. Very, very sexy lady. Very sexy lady. I'm gonna keep this woman with me in the corner to keep me motivated. To keep me mine monkey brain motivate. She's very pretty. I just wish that she said something in the movie. Oshi Mimi hates ugly green babies. Did you know? I did know. I wrote about it several times in my notes. Let's see. Can't Mr. Terrific control nanomachines? He can help, right? Yeah, so, you know how I just said the Ultraman and the nanomachine blade hand woman, they're fighting Superman. The nanomachine woman, I bet she's in a deleted scene. No, that would be sad. But like, she makes her nanomachines like consume Superman's head, and they go into his eyes and into his mouth, and she makes it like fill his lungs so he can't breathe. And the people that work for Lex Luthor are like, can he hold his breath for an hour? And the other people are like, yeah, but he doesn't have any air in his lungs, so good luck trying to hold your breath. So at this point, I was like, can't Mr. Terrific help Superman? Because Mr. Terrific has shown that he is very capable with nanomachines and that he can hack them. And that he uses them himself for like his own powers and shit. He literally put nanomachines into Superman's bloodstream. Excuse me. But what Superman does is he just flies up really high whilst the nanomachine woman and Ultraman are chasing after him, and then he flies so high that he's into space, and then he flies down really fast, and then that just knocks I think the nanomachine woman and Ultraman are like holding on to Superman, so like he rushes down so fast that it causes like him to knock out the nanomachine woman, so her nanomachines stop working, and he like pulls them out of his mouth, the nanomachines. And I wrote God, that must hurt, but I also wrote this is how it feels after doing a blowjob. Just pulling hair out of your mouth. I mean, it's not hair, but like he's pulling long strands of nanomachines out of his mouth, and I just wrote what it feels like to give a blowjob. What kind of blowjobs? Goddamn! No, listen, I'm exaggerating. It's just what I thought of. Like immediately, I just thought of him pulling hair out of his mouth, like after like him giving head. Those hairs are way too long to be pubic hairs, but yeah, it's just what I thought of. Oh yeah, it turns out, by the way, so the woman who was suffocating Superman with the nanomachines, she's unconscious. She's been knocked the fuck out. So the nanomachines are he pulls them out of his lungs. They're not in his eyes anymore. He can see, he can smell, he can fuck, he can taste, he can breathe again. It's all great. It's all poggers, you know. It's all fabulous. Yep. But there's still Ultraman. And because he just rushed Ultraman back down to Earth, Ultraman's mask is all messed up. But I thought it was like a robot. I didn't realize that there was a guy in there. So I wrote, there was a dude in the suit. And the dude in the suit, turns out, is actually a clone of Superman that Lex Luthor made. And Lex Luthor controls this clone by saying 1A, 2B, 557. Like he just says like a bunch of like numbers and letters to control the like fighting techniques and punching of the clone, because he says, oh, believe it or not, this clone is actually stupider than Superman, so he's really easy to command. I just need to say these really simple letters and numbers to get him to fight. Because like at the start of the movie, Ultraman is fighting Superman and we see Lex Luthor just going like 1A, 17B, 4C, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I wrote crazy chess in my notes because I was confused. But at this point, it makes sense. So confusing secondhand this is. Okay, Yoda. Yeah, so we find out that it's his clone, and it's like, the reason that he uses these simple commands is because the clone is stupid. Like, he has Superman's body, but his brain is stupid as fuck. Reverb on the Bazinga, please. I don't know how to do that. It's just a soundboard. I don't know how to do the reverb on the Bazinga, I'm afraid. I mean, I could try. No, that's just going to put reverb on the background music as well. Sorry, I can't do it. It has an echo. Wait, does it? Really? I don't know how. I don't know. It plays twice? Oh, really? Does this play twice? Does that play twice? The music is... Wait, what? What do you mean everything is doubled? Wait, there's background music? I just know... What do you mean? I've had background music on this whole time. It literally says that it's playing for y'all. Everything sounds double. Why are you guys only just saying this now? Why? What do you mean? How about now? No, wait. Fuck. I didn't want to distract over a Bazinga. You might be capturing desktop twice. I'm not capturing my desktop at all. Let me get rid of... Oh, I need to pee so bad. Let me get rid of my window capture. Does that help? You yelling about the ugly baby overshadowed it. I was distracted by the soothing sounds of Mimi. Aww. That's sweet. Go piss, girl. No, it's okay. I can piss in a little bit. I can hold it. I want to talk up. I want to rant. Okay, I want to rant. I can hold it. Listen, I don't know how to fix this. Okay, it's not doubled for me. Piss now so stream goes longer. No, because, you know, I wanted to keep the stream a little short, but because I fucking yap so much, it goes on for fucking longer. Fuck my life. I will pee in a bit. Also, you know when you hold in your pee for so long that your bladder kind of relaxes and you don't need it that much anymore? That just happened. So my bladder is relaxed and I can go for longer. It's like bladder edging. You know when you've like, congrats. Yeah, I don't think that's good. No, it's fine. I've done that for ages. It's not like a bad thing. It's just like when I'm tensing, holding it so much that my body's just kind of like, ooh, okay, we can hold it. We're good. Listen, it's fine. I know my body. Can we get a bazinga? No.
Bazinga.
Fuck, I couldn't hold back. I'm sorry. But yeah, I know my body. It's all good. But yeah, I can go. Okay, so he has this big fight with his clone. Oh my god, I wrote like the same number on some pages twice because it was in the dark and I couldn't remember what number I was on. So like 2 pages are called 17, 2 are 11, 2 are 5. God. Okay. Let's see. Pulling hair from your mouth after a BJ would be like, okay, that's what we were talking about. Gotcha. Yeah, so he's fighting his clone, and at this point I was like, why doesn't, because Superman knows himself better than anyone, right? Probably. I was like, why doesn't Superman just use like a weakness that he knows he has on his clone? And I had this like little conversation with my friends while the credits were rolling and we were waiting for the after credit sequence. And I was like, why doesn't Superman just like talk to the clone like he was talking to the Blade Woman and Ultraman and be like, oh, don't you remember our parents and how much they love us? Don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And like use some kind of memory shit to like fuck with them. And because like obviously he doesn't have kryptonite in his fucking fanny pack or his like whatever his bum bag, does he? Like he's got to use some kind of manipulation to get through to this clone, right? To stop him from fighting. Like good kind of manipulation, the kind of manipulation that's like don't be a bad guy kind of manipulation. And my friend was like, no, because when you clone, it doesn't clone the brain, it just clones the body. And I'm like, yeah, but the brain is part of the body. Like, memories are just electrical synapses. And if you can clone DNA and you can clone blood cells to make a clone, surely you can clone the memories, right? But my one of my friends was saying that isn't how it works. And I'm like, oh, so you know about cloning? And then they started talking about how they cloned a sheep, and the second sheep didn't have the memories of the first sheep. And I'm like, oh, so they just know what the sheep is thinking, do they? We were having this full-on conversation. I swear, like the people around us thought we were fucking idiots. Superman is essentially a god, though. He's weak to kryptonite, red light, and magic, and that's about it. Magic. I don't know, man. I'm just learning all this stuff as I go, to be honest. But yeah, we haven't even fully figured out cloning ourselves. So like, that's why I was so adamant to this, like my friend, and I was like, no way, bro. Like memories are just electrical synapses in your brain that make pictures and images. Like and my friend was trying to explain it about like how consciousness isn't like a physical thing. It's not like something you can see or feel. It's just something that we have, like you can't replicate that. And I'm like, yeah, but that is just like part of the brain. That is like an electrical synapse, neurons doing shit. That is something that can be replicated. Like it's memory can't go through DNA. Says who? Kuramu says who? Says who? Like, I don't think we know this shit yet. I don't think the scientists who have cloned sheeps in real life know this shit. Not necessarily. A clone is created from DNA and it can't store memories. It depends on how this clone is created. But, right. So you're telling me, okay, that this movie will come up with excuses like, oh yeah, he just puts on these glasses and it makes people see him differently. But then if I say something like, oh, this clone doesn't have the same memories as Superman, then I'm the fucking idiot. Like, why is it some excuse? They make some excuses for some things and everyone's just like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. But then I want to find out fucking more shit and then I'm the fucking idiot. And it's like, oh, now you're so right, Mimi. I don't know if I am, okay? I'm losing my mind just telling you guys about what I'm thinking about this shit, okay? I'm so confused. But yeah, so Superman beats the shit out of his clone, I think. I can't fully remember. Yeah, I think he beats up his clone. He like throws him into the fucking I think he throws him into the pocket universe and then it like collapses, I think. You telling me? You yap girl, you do it. That they just make shit up and go with what's convenient. That's what I mean. And then it's like when I as a viewer ask questions, people defend it and they're like, no, you don't understand. It doesn't work like that. And it's like, but the thing is though, if the director or the comic book artist told you differently, you would eat that shit up and be like, oh yeah, no, this is how it works. But because I as a viewer question things, I'm wrong. Anyway. So the clone is defeated. I can't remember how. They play super chess with the whole A, B, 1A, 2, 17, 6, 69. Like Lex Luthor's like 69, 1B, 17, come. And he loses. He loses because Superman realizes that there's like all these little like cameras that Lex Luthor is using to look at Superman and to fight him via the clone. And then Superman is like, ha, ha, bitch, brains over brawn, like you said. And he like calls his dog. Did you hear that? I don't know if that came through, but he goes, and he like does a whistle, like a really high-pitched whistle. Luckily, Sonny isn't here. I don't know where the fuck he went. Oh, he's somewhere. But if Sonny heard this whistle, his ears would probably go up. And then Krypto, the dog, shows up. And Superman is like, Krypto, currency. No, he says, Krypto, get the toy. And Krypto just like goes around and like crushes all the cameras that Lex Luthor is using to look at Superman while he's fighting him. And I wrote, so Lex Luthor lost because his cameras broke. Essentially, like he couldn't fight anymore because he couldn't see what Superman was doing. And that's how he lost. Good camera work, I wrote, during the fight, though. Little boy holding flag made me laugh. Oh, so right, I feel bad about this, and you can call me a little bit fucked up, and I am for this, to be honest. But so whilst Superman is fighting his clone, we get a quick view of, do you remember earlier I was like confused because I said that all these people were like holding weapons in the air and I was like, what the fuck is going on? There was this little boy that was like helping hold up a self-made DIY Superman flag, and everyone has run away, but he's like the last one that's holding it up. And I don't know why, but like this guy comes onto the screen and he's like about to shoot the little boy. And the little boy does like a wincy face, and I laughed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I laughed. I think I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I laughed. But the little boy holding up the flag was like, please, Superman, please, Superman. And then this guy comes up behind him to shoot him, and I just laughed. I don't know why I thought it was funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, right. Like, where's my next note? We're getting kind of to the end of my notes now. You make it sound funny. It probably wasn't funny though. It probably wasn't funny. I just have a weird fucking humor. So Superman doesn't come to save the little boy, but right before he gets shot, a big green cube submerges him. And the Green Lantern comes down and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, kid. Superman couldn't make it. Hope I'm a good substitute. And he deflected the bullet from the little boy. And then like there's all these like tanks and machinery around that are like trying to like kill the people. And Green Lantern makes these hands like emerge from the ground to punch them, but like they're like big middle fingers. It's kind of funny. They're just like these big middle fingers. Yeah, like that, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. Everyone give a round of applause to Nightbot. Thank you. Yeah. Just like that. Just like that. Thank you, Nightbot. There's these big green middle fingers that appear from the floor to smash the tanks and smash the machinery and stuff. Which is funny. I kind of liked that. And at the same time, the president of Baravia is like, he's been picked up by Hawk Girl, and he does a funny face. I wrote about that. And there was a really funny transition because Hawk Girl picks up the Baravian president, right? And she like flies up into the air and she's like, Meh! And I laughed again. Because whenever the Hawk Girl did a screech, I laughed. It was kind of cringe, so I laughed. And Hawk Girl is in this. Yeah, she is. It was funny. Whenever she screeched, I was like, Lamau, you know? And she's like really high in the sky with the Baravian president. And he's like, you're not gonna hurt me. Superman wouldn't hurt me. And you're not going to either. And she's like, Bazinga, bitch. I'm not Superman. Bazinga. And she drops him. She drops him. And as he's falling and as he's about to hit the ground, it does a quick cut transition to someone dropping medicine, like dropping like a fizzy tablet into some water. And it was so funny. It was such like a weird transition, but I loved it. It was like you know those tablets that you drop into water and they fizz up. It was like a really weird cut. Like, so instead of the Baravian president hitting the ground, it just quick cut to like a medicine tablet being dropped into water. It was funny. Let's see. Yeah, I put Lamau, that transition. I also wrote that the super clone is bog-eyed. I don't know if this was like on purpose or not, but I swear that Superman's clone had like a bogged eye. Like one of his eyes looked a little bit off, which makes sense if it's a clone, but maybe that was just me not looking properly. I don't know. Damn, Lex is salty. Oh, yeah, so at this point, all the superheroes are coming together to save the day. Superman has rushed into the building where Lex Luthor is, and Lex Luthor's like, no, my machines, you broke everything. And Superman is like, Lex Luthor? And like, because Lex Luthor is like, fuck you, Superman, you're an alien. I don't know why anyone likes you. You're a little alien bitch. And Superman is like, you know what, Mr. Luthor man? I am more human than you because I have fear. I can feel happiness. I can feel love. But you're a little bitch. And you know, and then Lex Luthor starts crying because he had his little baby bitch feelings hurt, and it looked like he had hot sauce in his eyes. Oh no, wait, no, it didn't look like he had hot sauce in his eyes. I saw a note here and that said hot sauce eyes, and I thought that was about Lex Luthor crying, but it's because the clone did his laser eyes directly into Superman's eyes. And it looked like Superman had been on hot ones. Like, he looked like he had been eating some spicy chicken. But yeah, that's what that happened. So that was from earlier. I'm just getting my notes confused, I think. Oh my god, I wrote 18 twice as well. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Lex Luthor the fight because his cameras died, basically. The There was a cool thing where I don't remember where all these robot dudes came from, but they kind of look like Ultraman, and they're flying in the air, and Superman is like, he's like doing like a cool spin attack, and he like punches one of them, and their teeth fly towards the camera in slow motion, and it was kind of cool, not gonna lie. Like the action scenes in general were really cool in this movie. Like I had to like stop writing to like just pay attention because it was fun. Ultraman or Ultron? I think Ultraman. Ultraman. Let's see. Let me look up Ultraman. Ultron. I don't think Ultron. It says Ultron is from the Iron Man universe. I think. Yeah, Ultron is from the Tony Stark and Bruce Banner universe, it says. I think. Ultraman is Giga old school Japanese kids entertainment. Oh. I don't know what this fucking guy was called. The Raptor guys. Also, hi White, welcome in. How you doing? Hello there. I don't know what he's called. I thought he was called Ultraman. Is he not called Ultraman? You said he looked like... No. I thought his name was Ultraman. Is his name Ultron Superman 2025? Is this him? Ultron... Oh my god, where's my music? I need to pee so bad. Actually, I'm gonna go pee. Sorry, I need to pee. I can't hold it in anymore. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Jesus Christ. I was gonna explode everywhere. I was like, literally, my going live on message on Twitch says Mimi squirted all over you, but genuinely, I would squirt all over you if I had held that in any longer. Jesus Christ. That urgent hurt. Yeah, seriously, I would have been like, yeah. You know what I mean? We told you that you could go. No, I know y'all told me I could go, but listen, I'm stubborn and I just wanted to get my words out. But I've only got like 4 sticky notes left anyway, so. And 2 of these about the credits, so. So yeah, there's a cool fight scene where I don't know if it's Ultraman or Ultron or something. I don't even know. I'm so confused. It was someone. Lex Luthor made like a clone of Superman, and he was called like Ultron or Ultraman or something. He was a big Ultra boy, and he looked kind of grey and metally. And I think he got defeated somehow. I can't remember. But then there's these other big gang of boys that look like this Ultra boy. Note shuffling ASMR. Yeah, I've got like 25 sticky notes because I don't have a goddamn notebook anymore. I left so much stuff at my ex's house. Seriously, like I just needed to get out of there. I didn't think about bringing a notebook. I mean, I do technically have a notebook, but it's my special Doki Doki Literature Club notebook, and I want to save that for something special. I didn't want to write messy notes in it about my thoughts on this movie. Add it to the throne. I will do. Thank you for the suggestion. I will. The alert message makes me think squid. Not gonna. Oh man. Now you're making me want food. I haven't eaten dinner and it's midnight. Oh my god. Okay, let me try wrap up kind of quick. I'm looking at the film now, and I've always found the way they translate superhero costumes looks so weird to me. Yeah, apparently, according to my friends, this movie has been more faithful to the comics because of the color and the way that the characters are. And I mean, there's a new Fantastic Four movie that's coming out that's kind of the same vein. I don't know who that's directed by, but seems like people are going back to the roots. They don't want edgy things anymore. They want bright, pretty things. You know, it's like, let's see. Krypto drop the bald man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Krypto jumps in while Superman is calling Superman is calling Lex Luthor a little bitch, and is like, I'm a better human than you, even though I'm not a human. Krypto the dog comes in and steals all of Lex Luthor's NFTs. He picks him up by the collar of his shirt and drags him around everywhere, and Superman's like, no, Krypto, bad Krypto, put him down. And at this point, everyone in the theater is laughing their ass off, and I'm just like, stare. Like, that's an example of, like, the baby humor that I was talking about earlier. Like, I don't know if it's specifically James Gunn movies, but I swear so many of these superhero movies do, like, baby humor where it's like, oh, let's bring in this cute creature that does goofy things. Be. And it's like, bro, don't even say, oh, but it's fine because it's a kid's movie. Listen, I find it annoying as shit. And, like, every time this dog knocked someone over with, like, a headbutt or, like a low, like, yeah, legit, it's for selling merch. That's all it is. Like, people will 100% want to buy merch of Krypto the dog. And then they'll be like, where can I get Krypto online, Mummy? And then the mum will be like, I'm so glad you asked, little Timmy. If you go on this website, you can just buy some NFTs and some Krypto coins. I'll get you some for your birthday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's how the conversation will go. I'm just yapping. But yeah, Krypto the dog is ragging around the bald man. Which, by the way, why is Lex Luthor even bald? If he's that intelligent, why does he not make himself some fucking hair? Because I fucking know. Like, Lex Luthor's crying and he's like, maybe Superman, everyone loves you, and you've got such great hair, and you're so strong. Why don't people like me? I'm so smart. And it's like, bitch, maybe if you grew some hair follicles in your little science lab, if you can make a pocket universe, I'm just saying, if you can make a pocket universe, you can make some hair follicles. You can make a wig. Like, just rip out some of your pubes or some of your back hair, maybe, and use that. That's what people do nowadays. It's a symbol of his rage for Superman, like when J. Jonah Jameson demands pics of Spider-Man. Huh? Wait, so like he's bald because he is mad at Spider-Man? What is... Like because Superman has such nice hair, he's like, well, I'm gonna do the opposite because I'm the cool kid. Maybe he's too prideful for the hair transplant. Bald from stress? I don't know. But like he does admit that he is envious of Superman, which, you know, props to him. That's like baby steps for improvement. But he does get his balls ripped apart by Krypto, and then he gets ragged around the building by said Krypto. And then the monkey trolls. I wrote, the monkey trolls gonna eat this shit up about Lex Luthor because it gets outed that Lex Luthor sold a bunch of weapons to the Bolivian government so that he could get some land. And yeah, I wrote the monkey trolls gonna eat this shit up. What is Lex? I wrote a note saying, what is Lex even jealous of? Superman strong? So I guess I was trying to write my notes short because these sticky notes are small. But I think what I was trying to say is, like, why is Lex Luthor so envious of Superman? And I was talking about it with my friends after the movie, and they were like, well, because he's an alien and everyone loves him, but Lex Luthor can't get the same. And I'm like, yeah, but like, if he's so smart, why doesn't he just make some friends or something? Like, what's the big deal? Penis envy. God, you know, I had this thought during the movie. I didn't write it down, but whenever Superman and Lois Lane like had a sweet moment where they kissed and said I love you, I just thought, holy shit, he must destroy her pussy with his super thrusts. God damn. Like, can you imagine? I did. Okay, right, last few sticky notes. But yeah, he's probably got a nice dick, right? I don't know. Do you think Superman is circumcised? He's a bottom. He's definitely a power bottom though, for real. Let's hope he has self-control. What the fuck? That is an odd thought. He literally has a girlfriend. And he's sweet to her. At least in this movie, he's sweet to her and kind to her. Oh my god, there's literally a figurine of Superman and Krypto from the movie that's for sale in Mexico. I mean, it says Superman and Krypto take flight for CCXP Mexico in New Iron Studios figure exclusive. Little cute object that we can make into a mascot. Why Mexico? I don't know. It just says in CCXP Mexico. Let's look at my notes. Okay, so right, we're getting close to the end. We're gonna come soon. Okay, don't worry, we're getting close to the edge. I'm on the edge. God, my timing was so off. Okay, so everything's great, everything is wrapping up. The Element guy comes out and the Element guy comes out, good for him. And no, the Element guy comes out and he meets up with the Justice Gang, which consists of Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific, and the Green Goblin. The Green, what's his name again? The Green Knight? The Green Lantern, that's it. The Green Lantern and the Green Goblin. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and the whole movie, there was this stupid joke as well that, like, this is what I was saying to my friends about, like, they asked me for examples of stupid humor, like baby humor in the movie. Another example of baby humor is how they kept bringing up that the Green Lantern was like, we are the Justice Gang. And the Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific were like, it's a stupid name. And they just kept mentioning it over and over. And I'm like, oh my God, this is such baby humor. I can't stand this. And then towards the end of the movie, the Element guy from earlier who made like the kryptonite and he just casually made the miniature sun, he comes out and he meets up with them and he's like, oh, can I join you guys? And Green Lantern is like, no, we can't have another member of the Justice Gang. And then the Element guy is like, the Justice Gang? That's such a cool name. And then the Green Lantern is like, okay, you can join the team. And I was like, oh my God, this is such baby humor. This is such a bad, I know. Like, yeah, I'll shoot. That's what I was saying. It was a very annoying reoccurring gag. Like every time this happened, my friend laughed. And I'm like, you know, I love my friends, but like seriously, this is baby humor. Gonna throw myself off the edge. No, seriously, this is baby humor. This is what I mean. Like it's so obvious that something is going to happen with it. It's baby humor. How did the Pocket Universe prisoners get free? Oh yeah, that was another thing. Oh, well, what I was going to say about Justice Gang is I also agree that it's a shit name. Because, like, I mean, Green Lantern and Superman and stuff, they're part of the Justice League, right? So the Justice Gang is like kind of like a sub-name of the Justice League, right? Why not just come up with a different name? Justice Gang is a shit name. That's my take. But anyway. And okay, so we're slowly wrapping up. All of a sudden, all the prisoners from the Pocket Universe show up. And I'm just like, how did the Pocket Universe prisoners get free? I asked this to my friend, and it was, and they were like, "Oh, it's one of them was like, oh, it's implied that Mr. Terrific freed them," and I was like, "Did they say that? Like, how is it implied?" And they just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, "Yeah, so it's not. What do you mean?" We've been wrapping up for 20 minutes. Listen. I'm trying. This is right. I'm multitasking. I am trying to decipher the hieroglyphics that is my own notes from the dark of the cinema on this fucking tiny ass sticky notes, while I'm trying to figure out the story of what even happened in this movie. Because I am also dyspraxic as fuck. For those of you who don't know, I have dyspraxia and I find it hard to understand and retain knowledge for certain things. Like literally, when I was getting diagnosed for it, this woman got me to read a whole ass chunk of text about African elephants. I read it out perfectly, and then afterwards she was like, "Okay, Mimi, tell me some things about African elephants that you read from the text." I was like, I don't know. She was like, "How many African elephants were in the text?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Okay, can you tell me where the African elephants go to drink water?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like, I focused so much on reading it that I don't retain the knowledge. Like, with movies, I've always been like this. I'm more focused on watching what is happening than retaining a lot of the information. Especially if it's something like a superhero movie. Like, and there's a lot of cameo characters and, like, things like war that I'm already not interested in thinking about because it's depressing. I don't know. I'm just stupid. Boy. You know. I get that. Thank you, Elshu. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I don't know how the pocket pussy prisoners escaped, but they did. The cute, needy selfie girl comes back and she like jumps and wraps her legs around the journalist guy that she was giving information to. I don't know her name, but she's sweet. she jumps and wraps her legs around the guy, and she's like, "Oh my god, we can be together now! I'm so happy. Lex Luthor's gone." And everyone in the audience is laughing because she's being needy. But then the dude smiles and he's happy because she's doing this, and I'm like, why are all the dudes, like, the audience was like 99% dudes. I'm like, why are all the dudes just laughing? Because it's like, oh, needy girl, haha. Me when needy girl, except you know that these fucking nerds do not know what that is like. I gotta go have dinner. Have fun, y'all. Thank you for being here, Axel. Enjoy your dinner. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a beautiful time. I don't know. Big Boob Lady had no lines. That is like one of the TLDRs. Secret Kiss. Yeah, the movie kind of ended. Okay, the movie didn't end here. But Superman was like, "Oh, I can give you another interview, Miss Lane." And then they go into like this private building and they make out, and he flies into the sky, holding her and kissing her, and she's like, "I love you too." And I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute." Oh, and then I was like, imagine he just drops her from the shock of her saying he loves her back. It was cute. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Okay, now we're in the credits. Oh, wait, I missed a note. No, I've got one more note before the credits. Okay, so you remember I said earlier that the robots all got destroyed by Lex Luthor and his gooners. And there was a robot called Thor that was like fingering his own forehead with a screwdriver. He's back to life. And Superman is like, "Oh, I'm glad that you're back to life, Thor." And then Thor is like, "Yeah, it's good to be back. Maybe you could give me a reward, like a name." And then Superman's like, "Thor's a name." And then and I kind of thought this was funny. And the robot was like, "Yeah, Thor is a name. So is Gary." I just thought that was funny. And then Supergirl just shows up out of nowhere. Like, I was so fucking confused. Supergirl, not Superman, Supergirl just shows up whilst Superman is laid in his little sun chair, waiting to be treated with sunlight by his robots. And she just takes her dog, because apparently the dog, Superman was just dog sitting for Supergirl this whole movie. And she comes in and she's being like smashed into the ground by, it was so funny. I was laughing. She's being like, Supergirl is being smashed into the concrete, being smashed into the floor by Crypto, the super dog. Because he's like jumping on her because he's so excited, and I thought the way it looked was so funny. He's like jumping on her because he's so excited, and she's just like giggling like, "Oh, you silly Crypto," and she's just being smashed into the concrete, and I thought it was funny. And the movie ends. The movie started with Superman being defeated and being healed with sunlight whilst he's looking at the inspirational video that his kryptonite parents left behind for him to keep him motivated. But as we find out in the movie, that message has, it got found out that message was bad because they decoded the whole message, and it turns out his real kryptonite parents wanted him to fuck up humanity and become the alpha human, not the alpha human, the how do you say it? To like just be like the ruler of the world. And instead of looking at this video over and over again, which he always does when he's getting the sunlight, that good VIP D, he looks at video. He watches a compilation of videos from his human parents. Like, he's like he's like playing crazy golf with his parents. He's like making paper airplanes. He's like hanging out with his parents doing sweet shit. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. So he changed his footage that he watched to motivate him from his kryptonite parents that were bad to his human parents that were good. And I thought it was sweet, but my one thing was like, I kind of wish that we got more screen time with Superman and his human parents, because I mean, we got the part where his dad has like this, like the monologue, and he's like, oh, don't let your parents define you. You are good. Who you are is based off of your actions and the things you say and do, not off of your parents. But like, that's the only real closeness we see between Superman and his parents. Like, we don't get much. We probably get like 5 minutes, 10 minutes most. I kind of wish that they showed more of Superman's bonding with his parents, or like realizing that his parents helped shape who he is as a good person. Because that would have made that final moment more impactful, I think. And my last note before the credits was, good job, James Gunn. And then, where are we? And then for the credits, so the credits are rolling now. Thank you for the movie. Clap, clap, clap. The movie's over, the credits are rolling, and it does like a mini after credits scene where it shows Superman petting Krypto while sat on the moon and looking at Earth, which was nice. And after it showed that, a bunch of people got up and left, and I was like, oh, okay, so I guess Marvel fans are more dedicated than DC fans, because there's a bunch of people leaving before the credits are over. Welp. And yeah, at first I put classic superhero fans staying for the credits, and then when the first after credits scene happened and people got up and started to leave, I put, oh, never mind, they're leaving. It's more that Marvel has conditioned people into always waiting for the after credits. But that's not a bad thing, though. You should always stay for the credits, though, because then you can appreciate, even if you just look at the names as they go by, you are appreciating the people that made the fucking movie you just sat down for 2 hours to watch. I don't know why people have such a hard time to just stay for the credits. Like, I know that people have short attention spans and things, but you can't just sacrifice like 5 minutes to give a little bit of awareness to these people that made this big amount of entertainment for you. Come on, bro. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but as I said, I was there for the credits and everything, right until the very end. I was waiting for there to be some indication that there were no animals harmed in the movie, and it said that there was a stamp from the American Humane Society, which is nice. I have also learned, though, from some sluggies that it is apparently really easy to just buy that, even if animals were harmed in the movie. So I don't know how to feel about it, but I like that they at least considered it, and the animals in the movie were CGI, even if the CGI was kind of trash for the animals. And, I kind of wish that people would bring puppetry back for animals, but whatever. I'm glad that was a thing. The post-credit sequence, the actual post-credit sequence, was mid. It was basically like the aftermath of the city being ripped apart by the broken... What was it? Like the pocket universe like broke apart, and it like started breaking up the city and everything. I think what happened after the city broke was Mr. Terrific fixed it all back together with his nano machine shit. And the after credits scene shows Superman and Mr. Terrific looking at this like big crack in the wall, and Superman is just like, it's a bit off. And Mr. Terrific is like, oh, it's a bit off. Oh, what do you want me to do? Just take it apart and put it back together? Because like the crack is like askew. Like the city is like slightly askew back together by a few inches. And Superman is just basically like, oh, yeah, the city's a little bit like, it doesn't look even. It doesn't look perfect. And then Mr. Terrific is like, fuck you, bro. And then Superman is like, man, I can be such a dick sometimes. Blah 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 blah. It was a mid after credits scene, basically. it was pretty mid. I'm a be real. So TLDR. If you are just joining in and you want the TLDR of what I think of this movie. I mean, I'll probably come up with like a better explanation when I make the video, but it had great color grading, fun action sequences and fights. It was enjoyable and entertaining. The soundtrack was really great. It did the classic but like kind of like in its own score, like its own epic score variation. It was cool. I liked the soundtrack. It was nice. I don't know who did the soundtrack actually. Let me have a look. Superman 2025 soundtrack composer. Let's have a look. John Murphy, Dave Fleming. John Murphy and David Fleming. Okay. Good job, John Murphy and David Fleming. Good job. I just wish that hot as fuck, white-haired, sexy titty woman got some fucking lines. Because I swear down, they lost a star from me, bro. I initially put 3 stars out of 5 for this. But that's because I was being rushed by the cinema host who was cleaning up the seats and stuff. But I feel like I'd rather grade things out of 10. And if I was to grade this movie out of 10, I would give it a 6, 5.5. I'd give it a 6. I give it a 6. I give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I liked it. It was entertaining. The time went by fast. It felt like a good step forward for superhero movies because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm very, like, according to my friends who I went to see the movie with, I mean, I'm not very intelligent with stuff like this, but I'm not very good with stuff like this, but like I have seen like some superhero movies from like the past 10, 20 years or something that were color graded quite gray, like grayscale, like at least in the past 10 years it looked like superhero movies were getting way too edgy, and trying to be to think that you can only watch a movie as an adult because it's not colourful is fucking stupid as fuck. Oh, it's not colourful, therefore it is for adults. No. It was colour graded really well, great action. Some of the writing was, kind of ass, but that's to be expected when it's a superhero movie. That's just my opinion. You can come for me if you like, but listen, I can't stand the baby jokes. Like, oh, the dog knocked over Superman and he's licking his face. Oh, it's so funny. Or, oh, the Justice Gang is such a bad name. Oh, it's so silly. I can't stand that shit, man. But yeah, 6 out of 10. I'll give it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my nearly 3-hour rant about the Superman movie. Jesus Christ, I did not mean to talk for that long. Come for you, sure. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, that is what happens when you rant for 3 hours about a superhero movie and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Hope you guys enjoyed though. Baba Bowie. It was fun. Yeah, I had fun too. As I said, I'm going to be turning this into a video. I've got... Listen to this. Got all these notes. I'm going to be making... As soon as I can get access to... as soon as I can find footage of the movie itself, I'm going to be doing quick cuts of the exact scenes that I am asking questions about and making funny comments on from my notes. Like, for example, when it does like an eagle eye view shot of the Pentagon, and in my notes I wrote hexagon because I didn't know that was the Pentagon. I thought it was a hexagon. So I was like, oh my god, it's a hexagon building. That's so cool. Mimi is. Thank you, Regine. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Right. Sluggies. It is that time in the night where I sadly must go. But do not fear. I will find someone for you to watch. But I really need to go eat something. I don't think I've had any dinner. Sunny also needs to go pee-pee before bed. But I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and having some fun. Let's see. Oh, Bonnie Sampai's live, but I don't think I can raid her. I think that would probably make her uncomfortable. I'll raid Mac and Cheesy. I raided them before. I actually made like a highlight about where I accidentally like forgot to mute and I forgot to end stream, and I'm just chatting to them in their chat after raiding them. Let's raid them. I can't stick around because my voice fucking hurts, and I need to eat something. I desperately need to eat something. I'm like really hungry. I need to see how Sunny's doing because he's my baby, my boy. But thank you, Sluggies, for hanging out with me for this stream, this little yapathon. As I said, I'm going to be turning these notes into an actual video very soon, as soon as I can get access to Superman footage. It's not going to be a video essay because I am putting so much pressure on myself to make a video essay, and I've been doing it since I debuted last year. So I'm just going to make a silly video like this to begin with, and then kind of progress into it, you know? Anyway, thank you, Sluggies, for hanging out with moi. I hope you have a great rest of your me morning, me afternoon, me evening, me night. If today was your birthday, happy birthday. Woo, woo, woo. Hope you have a great rest of your day, as I said. And I'll be back tomorrow. And Sluggies, if you don't know, tomorrow is Friday. I want to sing. You guys want to do some karaoke tomorrow? Let's do some karaoke. Yes. But I'll see you, Sluggies, tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Yes, I mean.